Hi everyone, this is Jay Medona, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering Department, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. And the subject name is Operating System, and the topic I am going to discuss in this video lecture is Types of Operating System Part 2. Types of Operating System Part 1 is prepared as a video lecture. If you want, you can go through that in the subscription link. So types of operating system. So these are all the types of operating system. Mainframe operating system and multi-programming operating system is discussed and prepared as a separate video lecture. So you can watch through it. So in this video lecture, I am going to discuss the operating system types. Time sharing operating system, multiprocessor operating system, real-time operating system, server operating system and distributed operating system. Time sharing operating system, also it is called as multitasking operating system. The major limitation of multi-programming operating system is its inability to interact online with the computer system. Here in time sharing operating system, this limitation is overcome. It permits the user to interact with the computer when this program is being executed by the computer system. The advantages of this is it reduces the CPU idle time, provides interactive environment, quick response is provided to each user sharing the system. The system resources such as printers, plotters, secondary storage devices can be shared. And the disadvantages is problem of reliability, question of security and integrity of user programs and data, and a problem of data communication. These are all the disadvantages of time sharing operating system. So let's see. So now let's see time sharing operating system with the pictorial representation. Here three processors are chosen, P1, P2 and P3, which is going to execute its operation in the CPU. The time slice we are going to consider here is 2 seconds. This time slice is decided by the user or the operating system based on its requirements. At time T1, process 1 is inserted into the CPU. As we have already said, the time slice is equal to 2 seconds. It has the process P1 will be executed in the CPU only for 2 seconds. After 2 seconds, the process will be forcefully removed from the CPU. Whereas the total execution time of this P1 to execute in the CPU is 5 seconds. Only 2 seconds will be executed and the remaining 3 seconds will be in the waiting state. At time T2, the process P1 is removed from the CPU and process P2 is executed. Here, the process P2's total execution time will be 4 seconds and according to our time slice, only 2 seconds will be executed in the CPU and the remaining 2 seconds of its process will be in the waiting stage. At time T3, P2 will be removed from the CPU and P3 will be inserted into the CPU. Here the execution time of P3 is 2 seconds and P3 will be executed in the CPU and the output result will be produced. So the total waiting time of P3 is only at time T2 it is 2 seconds and time T2 it is again 2 seconds. So only 4 seconds P3 will be waiting to execute this process and produces the outputs in time sharing operating system. Whereas in multi-programming operating system or batch operating system, the P3 has to wait more time than this waiting time. So the waiting time of each process will be reduced here in time sharing operating system. Now again at time T4, the process P1 is inserted into the CPU, whereas the waiting time of the process P1 is 3 seconds and in that only 2 seconds will be allowed to execute in the operating system and remaining 1 seconds will be in the waiting state. Again at time T5, P2 will be executed into the CPU and the process will be executed for 2 seconds and now at time T5 the process P2 completes the process totally and produces the output result. After completion of P2, again P1 has 1 second to execute, so it is inserted into the CPU and completes the process. Here in time sharing operating system, all the processes shares the CPU with an equal time, whereas not waiting for a long time. Short jobs may not wait for long time as this in batch processing operating system and multi-programming operating system. It is an interactive operating system where each user can interact with the CPU at a time of even intervals. So at a time of 2 seconds, each user can interact with the operating system. So this is the diagrammatic representation of time sharing operating system, where we can understand how this process is inserted and removed from the CPU, and the next process, how the next process inserted in the CPU and produces the output result. So that's all about the time sharing operating system. So the next one is the multiprocessor operating system. In multiprocessor operating system, multiprocess system contain multiple CPUs that are not on the same chip. So maybe the multiple systems are connected and the CPUs are shared. Anyway, the multiple CPUs are shared in the operating system to provide to process the operations. So each job is given to each processor and produces the output. P1 is assigned to CPU 1 and process P2 is assigned to CPU 2 and process P3 is assigned to CPU 3. So thus it increases the throughput of a computer and it reduces the waiting time of each processor. So the next one is the real-time operating system. So in real-time operating system, the computer has to respond in a proper time, which is in the order of 0.5 to 2 seconds. The real-time operating system is executed in a real-time environment and is divided into two types based on its response time, that is soft real-time and hard real-time. In soft real-time, the process should be completed within time bound. It should be completed within 0.5 to 2 seconds. It should not exceed upon 2 seconds. But in hard real-time system, the process has to be completed at an exact time. If the exact time is given as 1 second, the process should complete exactly at 1 second, not even below 1 second or not even above 1 second. You should complete the process at an exact time. For example, time bomb, missile launching are best examples of hard real-time operating system. The two important points which is to be noted in real-time operating system are: the operating system should provide for interactive processing and the response time should be very small. Here, main job of the operating system is instant handling of the signals and interrupts sent by the devices, which is being controlled by the computer system. So these are about the real-time operating system. Server operating system. It runs on a server and provides the server the capability to manage data, users, groups, security, applications and other networking functions. The purpose of this server operating system is to allow shared file and printer access among multiple computers in the network. Here, multiple computers are connected through wired or wired networks, and the server takes a responsibility to share the resources which is connected inside the network, whether the network will be wired or wireless. The advantages of this is centralized servers are highly stable. Security is server managed. Server takes the responsibility of the security, reliability and all other properties of operating system. Upgrades to new technologies and hardware which can easily be integrated to the system. Distributed operating system. Distributed operating system uses multiple central processors to serve multiple real-time applications and multiple users. So the communication line used here may be a high-speed bus or telephone lines, which is a loosely coupled system. The advantages of this is with resource sharing facility and upon the exchange of data, and it is a fault tolerance, better service to the customer, reduction of the load on the host computer, reduction of delays in data processing. So these are all about distributed operating system. So all the types of operating systems are discussed, which is given in part 1 and part 2. Two types of operating system are discussed in part 1 video and two types of operating system is discussed in part 2 video. You can go through the two links and also you can know about all the types of operating system. Thank you for listening.